Clemson University, home to one of the most advanced learning institutions in all of the United States, is not immune from controversy. All around the world, learning institutions are moving towards change on their campuses in order to remove racial figures from their sites, and Clemson needs to join to establish progression, especially with Clemson's Tillman Hall, the center of this discussion.
We decided to ask students around campus how they felt about Tillman Hall and the name Tillman being associated with the building on campus.
I am Mitchell Nimmer, and I have been at Clemson. This is my first year. I'm a sophomore.
Taylor O'Neill, and I'm a freshman.
My name is Claire, and I've been at Clemson since fall of last year.
My name is Wesley Smith. I've been at Clemson University for 2 years. I came from the Bridge program.
My name is Sarah Gaspin, and I am a freshman.
My name is Sergio Burgos. I'm a freshman.
My name is Devin Goodwin, and I'm a freshman.
Can you tell me Clemson's 3 core values?
No.
Honesty, integrity, respect.
Oh boy, I feel like an awful student right now.
Integrity, honesty, respect.
Leadership. I don't really know it.
Integrity, honesty, and then you got me lost on the last one.
I feel like honesty is one of them. Integrity, and pretty much don't know the last one.
What do these values mean to you? Honesty, don't lie, respect, like be kind to others and to your surroundings, and integrity, just don't do bad things. This is a little bit of a...
I think they're good values to have.
I think it means that if we just strive to be good students and respect those core values, then it looks good not only for us but also for the university.
We strive to be honest students. That means no plagiarism, and we respect other people's works as well, and integrity, but just getting through these hard classes and just
Honesty, quite a lot actually. I'm a little brutally honest with people to a fault. Earn respect to get respect is my thing on that. So. Integrity doesn't really mean much besides, don't be a dick. Can I cuss?
These values mean that I should not lie on tests, I should not copy homework, and I should be nice to everybody on campus.
Honesty means that some person gives what the other person also gives. So just that if you're honest with someone, then they should be honest with you. That way you'll be able to share equally. Respect is being able to respect someone's beliefs, so you don't judge them for it because that's their belief and you can't much change it. And integrity is just being honest and true for you and others.
So, can you tell me who said the following quote? "We have never believed blacks to be equal to the white man, and we will not submit to his gratifying his lust on our wives and daughters without lynching him."
Boy.
I have no idea, but I'm just going to go with Thomas Green Clemson because that makes sense. Did I get it?
No. I don't know. I know it wasn't President Clement, so
I hope it wasn't. Yeah, I really hope so.
I don't know, some sleep on there.
No, I don't know who said that, but they...
That would be Ben Tillman, who the clock tower is named after.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about Ben Tillman, who he was, what he did?
no. But I've heard that there's been controversy about the Tillman Hall.
Ben Tillman, first and foremost, he was a trustee for Clemson. He donated a large amount of money to Clemson to help build up the school. But during his time, he was also a governor of South Carolina. Before that time, this was during Reconstruction, so right after the Civil War. Before that time, he participated in a small war against the black militia of South Carolina. During his time as governor, he actively spoke out about lynching blacks, he bragged about it, and he became a senator later after that. And during his time as senator, he would go on to threaten the president and get into a fist fight in the Senate chambers.
Really?
Yeah. His nickname was Pitchfork Ben Tillman.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Do you think that Ben Tillman represents our core values?
Based off of that, no, not really.
Overall, I'm still proud to be at this university, knowing a little more about the history.
Probably not.
Not at all. Jeez.
I guess I would have to say, in my opinion, no, just because of the things he did do, but I guess I don't know. I want to find a good in him, but it's like, we're here, so.
How does this information make you feel?
It's a building. Just change the name and I feel better about it.
It's not ideal, but I don't see them renaming Tillman Hall.
Honestly disappointed that we still have it named after him, but I get how, it's been named that since Clemson's been Clemson, and people don't like to change. But
It was named Old Main before.
was it?
Yeah, and then after his death, his son, who was also a trustee, lobbied for it to be named
Tillman Hall.
Tillman.
And
He made a large donation to get it to be named Tillman Hall, and that was in
money gets you anywhere, I swear.
that was in the 1920s.
I feel like we shouldn't have. That shouldn't be something that should be known, because one, that's all in the past, and two, what he did definitely does not represent the core value that Clemson preaches about. So it shouldn't be the face, or at least one of the faces that represent Clemson.
I was actually surprised. I didn't know that it would be about this, but I mean, it's good to know the history. I'm definitely more interested in looking more into the history of it.
So, do you think that Clemson should rename Tillman Hall?
Personally, yeah, that's kind of messed up. No, I don't like that at all.
I'm gonna go with no, just because it's always been Tillman Hall, and I don't think a lot of people really know. I mean, I'm not from South Carolina, so I don't really know that part of the history, but I didn't even know who the guy was. So.
I am a firm believer that if you don't study history, you're doomed to repeat it. So while changing the name would eliminate, the knowledge of Ben Tillman as much of what he did for the university, I think it's also good to know this is what he did for the university, but also this is the things that he did wrong. So I think changing the name wouldn't really fix the issue as much.
I mean, history is everywhere, so honestly, you can't really change history, but I guess maybe I could see that possibly being changed. So.
Definitely, because how can an African American feel okay being in a building named after a guy who's famous for being a racist?
Yeah.
So, what should we do? Both arguments seem to have positives and negatives to each side, and neither seems to be better than the other. Well, based on our research, we believe that a mix of both would be the best. For starters, Clemson should have a built-in program to talk about these issues. This issue can be resolved as simply as adding another section in the CU 1000 course that all freshmen have to take to graduate.
Can I get an S?